You don't know what
a tobacco barn.
You don't know what a tobacco barn is, do you?
No.
Oh. A tobacco barn is about as wide as from here to over there. It's got poles that go from that over here. One tier now. And you would string tobacco on a stick, tied on either side. The green leaves. We'd hang them up in that tobacco barn. It'd take about 1,000 sticks of tobacco to fill up a tobacco barn. And the tobacco barn had a big old furnace about as big as this table right here. From the outside going into a flue about that big around. That flue went in one side and came all the way around the tobacco barn like that. And didn't touch anything. You'd fire that tobacco barn. The heat and the smoke would go around that flue and out the stack up yonder. And that would cause the temperature to raise from 90, 100 degrees up to 160.
The magic number.
And you had to fire it easy to start with. Tobacco has to color. A leaf is ripe, but it's kind of a greenish yellow when you hang it up. Okay, if you fired it easy for about a day and a half or 2 days, I think about a day and a half, about 103 or 4 or 5 degrees. You always had a thermometer hanging there waiting so to see what it was. That's the coloring period. Your tobacco in the barn would turn from the color of that green leaf to the color of, almost the color of this right here. A brown, see. And that's the color you want it to have it, see. If you pull tobacco off the stalk too green, it'd stay green. If you let it get ripe, it'd make beautiful tobacco. So, that's the way we cured tobacco. It took about 6 days to cure tobacco. And then when we got it cured and the leaf got to where the stems would break. You wanted them stems that would break. If you didn't, you'd call it swell stems, and the tobacco would rot around those stems. We'd take that tobacco out. Before we take it out of the barn, you had to bring it into order, O-R-D-E-R. And the way we brought it into order, we'd take several drums of water and put it on the ground in the tobacco barn. And that would lower the temperature, and the humidity would go up to the tobacco barn, and it would make those leaves limber. We'd take them down 2 at a time. We'd stack them on a wagon. Oh, from here to talk about that, we'd take them to the house or some barn, and we'd stack them in there. And let it stay in there while we was curing tobacco. We had to pull tobacco and cure it every week for about 5 or 6 weeks. Get it all cured. And then we'd take it off a stick and make a round pile, lining it up like this, see, all the way around. So we made a circle with the butts, let me get it right now, with the butts out and with the leaf in, made a circle. And that's the way we put about 200 pounds in a sheet and tied up. This corner, that corner, that corner, this corner. And that's the way we sold it. We take it to the tobacco market in Pelham or Moultrie, and they would you'd undo that thing and lay a tobacco, what's it called, basket on top of it. and it would take that thing and flip it over. And that's the way we sold it, see.
So you grew tobacco on your farm?
Good tobacco, yeah. Good tobacco would bring anywhere from 60 to 75 cents a pound, see. If it was green, something like that, it'd bring less than 50 cents, see. Okay.
So, want Mama's engagement ring?
Okay, I come to that. When I got out of the Army, I farmed from March until September when I went to college. Well, and when I got home in March, I told LH, I said, LH, I need me a little crop. He said, Billy, why don't you go over and see Joe Lee? That's Elaine's husband. Said he's got some tobacco allotment that's not planted. So I went over and saw Joe. I said, Joe, you know, I understand you got about 1.5 acres or 2 acres of tobacco that you're not planting this year. I said, Greg, I could bargain it for you and plant it over yonder. LH had it. Joe's little farm landed, the one Lane still got. So I went over there a little bit late after LH had set out his tobacco. And I set out 1.5 acres of tobacco. Made the prettiest tobacco you ever seen in your life. Had never had no tobacco on that land at all. That stuff, we topped it out about that high.
Wow.
And I harvested. I sold over $1,500 worth of tobacco off of that patch. When I had that, I didn't have to spend any of the money of that to make it, because Uncle Sam, when I got out, he paid me some 5220 money. When you got out of the Army, if you didn't have a job, you could draw $20 a week for 52 weeks. So I drew that 5220 money until I could sell tobacco. So I took that $1,500 and I put it in the bank, and I went to college. And I still had it when me and Jenny got married, and I bought her a diamond ring that cost $1,000. And I was going to get her a wedding band to go around it, go gold band. When we got married, she said, "Didn't this ring have a diamond? Didn't it have a maid to go with it, diamond ring?" I said, "Yeah, but it." She said, "Well, let's go look at it." We went and looked at it, and guess what that ring cost? That wedding ring. It cost $500, so that was my $1,500 goal.
There you go.
I love it.
Cool.
That's a great story.
And you and Marsha still got to have it.
Yeah, I've got it on. I wear the wedding band.
What? Is that her?
That's the wedding band.
And Marsha got the diamond.
Marsha got the engagement ring.
We're good.
See, that's the wedding band.
Yeah, okay. That right there cost $500, see? How'd you know that?
That like the ring you lost the other day.
Yeah, I lost that another day.
Yeah.
I didn't know you had it.
Yeah.
That's good.
I knew you and Marsha had it, but I thought, I didn't know
Nope.
that. So that's it.
Mm-hmm. Cool.